I love it, baby. North Carolina whitetails, come get some.
I'm all by myself today. This is my big buck spot.
What can you do, though? I don't know what happened.
Oh, tagged out North Carolina.
God, that was tough to get drawn back on. There was deer watching everywhere. And that is one big.
We're from North Carolina. We hunt in the South. It's not the easiest thing to do. The deers get sketched out easily because they get hunted so hard. You blink an eyelash too fast, the doe will look up at you, start stomping, she gone.
You know, it can be tough, but man, when it happens, it's nothing like it for sure.
Despite all that we have to deal with, we've killed some pretty darn good ones in North Carolina.
Now it's time to bring it on home for a show that we call The Good, The Sad, and The Ugly.
My wife and I moved to this farm about 2 years ago. It's kind of difficult to hunt. So I've done everything I could to plant food plot, just trying to get these deer out of that thick stuff to where I could actually hunt them. From the year before when I hunted it, I noticed that all these deer would follow the creek on the backside of my property and there's no way to get to it. So I had my father-in-law come in. He cut a trail probably 10 foot wide all the way around where I could get back to that creek and hunt. And that's kind of where this story begins.
It's middle of October, North Carolina, and noticed a lot of younger bucks running around, a lot of activity with them, and seeing them a lot during the middle of the day. Sitting in this little creek bed, cutovers basically all the way around me. I ain't even had a trail camera out here, but it just feels good, so we'll roll with it.
I heard some commotion behind me and sat there, tried to get a peg on it, tried to see what it was, and I start to see the top of a sweet gum tree shaking, so I knew exactly what it was. And when I saw him jump up the creek, that was when I saw what he really was, and it took me some time to calm down, honestly, to film and to grab the bow and to get ready and wait for the opportune shot, because it's not real open in there. You got certain windows you can and cannot shoot through. So
Man, this deer, I watched it maybe 15 minutes, and he just demolished these saplings right on the edge of a creek. It was good. It was a good time for me because it gave me some time to just film him, relax, and think about killing him.
Smoked him. Beautiful day. I've never hunted this stand. I ain't even had a trail camera on it. Mature deer. Mainframe 8. Heavy. He's got it all. He was struggling at about 40 yards. I'm gonna get down. I'm gonna wait on Carson and CJ and pray that I made a good shot. I feel pretty confident about it though, so. I love it, baby. North Carolina whitetails, come get some.
Well, I get a call from Tyler, and I can tell on the phone he is super pumped. So I jump in the truck, run over his way to help him try to find this deer. Look over the hill.
You can't ask for a better hunt. Sit there and watch this deer demolish saplings. Come out in the cutover behind me. Came about 30 yards, gave me a perfect shot. And he might have ran 60, 70 yards. What a stud, dude. Look at the mass on him.
Yeah, he's a toad.
Wow, that's a stud. Doing it in North Carolina, on film, by yourself with a bow, that's my boy.
All right, that was the good part of the show. Now it's time to move to the sad.
No. We're gonna keep on rolling with the good. I got a lot of good stuff rolling up in here in NC. Me and Carson's back in the stand. We've been seeing the big buck then. I was wanting to shoot a doe last time, but held back. I'm gonna try not to shoot a doe this time, but it's just so tempting because I just want to kill something. But I'm hoping if I hold off on the does, that the buck will come in. I know y'all all been in my situation before. We'll see. We were up in the tree. I really wanted to shoot a doe. There was a lot of does around us. The light started to fade, then all of a sudden, I saw horns. It all just happened so fast. I saw the first buck. It was a pretty good one. I was about to get drawn back on him. Then here came the second one, and he was bigger. He even started running the other buck off the corn pile. I couldn't resist shooting him.
It's always super special when Lynsey puts a smack down on a good old buck. We got everybody to help to recover. Let's go in here and find him.
It's been about an hour since I shot. We went to go get something to eat at Hardee's. Got a couple guys to help us track. Let's go. Broken arrow. That's what I'm talking about, baby. All right, guys. Found him. He ran about 100 yards. I smoked him with my prime rise, my Easton arrows. I'm so excited. It's been a long time since I felt this in my hands, and I'm telling you, it feels so good. I almost cried. I love that deer. He was awesome. It was a great hunt that I shared with Carson, but as you can see as I'm filling out this tag, I got another one to punch.
I hear you, Lyns. Go stick you another one.
You know what? It's funny you say that, CJ. As a matter of fact... Good morning. It's like 20 degrees. This is where we're back where I shot my huge doe. It's a pretty good buck that I would love to have on the wall. So let's see if we can decorate the walls this morning.
Well, from the trail camera pictures, we knew this deer was in the area. So we get up in the stand, Lynsey does our opening interview, and then bam, he's under our tree. Y'all, for North Carolina, that was a giant. It was 19 degrees. We were about to freeze to death, but we still didn't know what to say. We were shaking. We were pumped up.
This deer was really awesome. Split G2s, what a buck. Looking at it on camera, it looks like this shot's a little bit far back. In reality, she smoked this thing. I don't know what the camera was trying to play with us, but it was absolutely toast. 50, 60 yards, this deer was piled up.
I didn't shoot that far back.
That's perfect.
Wow. Good Lord. Ooh, tagged out, North Carolina. Oh, feels good to say that. That is awesome. 1, 2, 3. 10? I'll take it. Man, that's awesome. Get this one mounted too? Good wall decoration? What you think? Well, that was some of the good in North Carolina. But let's go on and dive on into the sad.
Man, I hate this part. This part is so depressing, but I guess it happens. Sorry, CJ.
Alright guys, just got up here. I'm all by myself today. This is my big bug spot. I'm up in the stand, it's a beautiful evening. I got a southeast wind today. Never happens first part of the season, but it's happening tonight. Pressure's just a hair over 30. It's perfect this evening, so hopefully Big Boy gets on his feet. We can run east and throw him.
I had pictures of this deer the year before as a 3-year-old, and he was really a nice deer. I never had an opportunity to take him. The following year, he showed back up and was just a brute. I put in a lot of hours, just a monster of a deer. Well, you know how it is with a big deer. They come out a couple hundred yards from you and you don't really think they're gonna come in. This deer's inching closer and closer. It's starting to get a little bit darker and a little bit darker, and I look up, and he's marching right in. He's coming fast. Disbelief right there, guys. I've been working my butt off for that deer. By myself. Barometric pressure's perfect. Wind's perfect. Weather's perfect. The only thing that wasn't perfect was where I hit. It was freaking 12 yards. No excuses. Honestly, I feel like crying.
Man, CJ, that's tough. I wanted to cry for you.
Well, I'm glad we're done with the sad part of the North Carolina hunt. Let's move on to the ugly.
No, big boy. Go on and sit down. It's your turn.
It's opening morning of rifle season. Beautiful, beautiful morning. Cool. It's starting off. We've heard some shot after shot after shot this morning. But we're still holding strong with the bow.
Man, it's one of those cold mornings. Everything felt right. You knew the deer were going to be on their feet. It was just a matter of time before Big Boy come walking through.
Actually, I know I didn't pull the shot. I settled my pen, took my time. He gone.
Sorry, baby. That's just plain bad luck.
Yep, I know exactly how that feels. It hurts.
Man, I hate when that happens. Part of it. Do what? What happened? 5 minutes later, what? Oh. Alright.
Right.
Don't wanna cry, 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 cry. Don't wanna cry.
Guys, I don't know what to say. We get a second opportunity. He comes in, smells my arrow from the first buck that I missed, bounces out. I couldn't range him, I just shot right up under him. Just like the 6-pointer. He gone.
I don't really know what to say. You had that one miss, and then like 5 minutes later, another buck comes in, you had another miss, so I ain't really got nothing to say.
I can tell you right now why he missed that deer. A, he was 46 feet up in a tree. 2, he broke his 30-yard pin on a tree step. And D, he forgot to range him.
We've seen the good, we've seen the sad. Now it's time for the ugly.
Just got set up in the stand, got this front pushing through. Temperature's dropping about, overall it's gonna be about 40-degree drop. This area is wore out with deer sign. And on the way in, me and CJ were talking about whether they're moving yet or not. And yeah, they crossed in front of us on the road, so pretty sure they're moving right now. Anyway, got a really good buck in this area. He's got a beautiful right side, and his other side is his mouth is messed up, whatever. So hopefully he comes in, because he's a big old deer, and I would love to get an arrow in him tonight.
Man, we're sitting in this stand. Here comes a group of does. This doe has the biggest dang ears I've ever seen in my life. I looked at Carson, I said, if you don't shoot her, I'm going to.
She didn't look like she was gonna make it out of the field, but it looked like it hit her in the shoulder. Smack dab in the shoulder. That's gonna be a little interesting. God, that was tough to get draw back on. There was deer watching everywhere. And that is one big. Don't move, don't move, don't move. Get your arrow.
That's him, Carson. That's him, Carson.
Baby. It don't get much better than that. I just smoked him, buddy. We just shot the doe. She took off running. The buck's, I don't know what happened. I don't know what he was thinking. He thought some buck was coming in to chase him. I don't know what was going on. Anyway, he come running in. That's the big half-rack deer we were talking about.
Just got it out of your mouth.
Pump station. He is right there, and I'm pretty sure he just fell over. Hey, baby.
Well, we found the doe. Now we're going after that ugly half rack.
I bet you he gets frustrated trying to make a road. Well, guys, here he is. He probably didn't go 100, 150 yards inside the woods. Piled up. I hit him a little bit far back, but we gave him plenty of time. He didn't go far. Deer down. First North Carolina buck of the season. And it has been one tough ride this year, so I am happy to get him on the ground.
Man, there's nothing like hunting your home state of North Carolina. Down south, it's just a total different style of hunting than what we do when we go out in the Midwest or up north. It's always great to come back here to be able to hunt with friends, family. Just a wonderful experience. Wouldn't trade it for anything in the world.
Tagged out, North Carolina.
Dude, it was so sad because it was We hunted that was a Saturday morning. We missed those two, and we hunted, it was Sunday evening, like 1:30, 8:20. Skipped it. There ain't no hope.
But the deer, man, they walk at night, pretty much vampires. They eat with their paws. They'll pick up an acorn, sit there and look up at you while they're eating. I feel like my tongue's fat.